me ask you something. Have you ever had the feeling of, like, you're happy to be alive, right? You're grateful, everything like that. But what you're doing in life or where you're at, like, you almost know that you don't fit in. You're not really meant to be where you're at. Like, there's something else in the back of your mind. And you kind of get this feeling of, like, kind of being down, maybe sluggish throughout the day because of the fact that you're feeling down. And again, you're grateful for life. You're grateful. You're thanking God, whatever it may be. But, like, you just had that feeling of, I should be somewhere else, and I should be doing something else. What I'm doing, it's just not me. It's not fitting me. I feel happy to be alive, but I don't feel happy, you know? And it's so interesting what I've come to realize about this, because my goodness, I'm really grateful, because you hear a lot of people that, oh yeah, you know, oh, you're not, you know, you just got to wait on God and be patient. You just got to wait, and you got to be patient, and you got to, you know, let things work itself out. But it's like, yes and no. Because if you feel deep down inside, right, and this is something I had to come to terms with too. If you really feel deep down inside like you should be somewhere else, you should be doing something else, and you just feel kind of down about yourself, or like you don't really like yourself, or maybe it comes in the form of anxiety and stress for you. Like you're anxious and you're stressed, and you know, you're doing things that you just know it's supposed to be different. It's not that the things that you're doing is hard. It's different. Like, you know, even the things that I love to do is hard work. It's not because it's hard, but it's because it's not you, right? And that's the thing, because I think a lot of us face this at one point in our lives. I really don't think I'm the only one that's ever faced it. But what I've come to realize, it's like, no, I'm not just going to sit around and wait. I'm not just going to sit around and hope that everything just gets better, when in reality, it just keeps going downhill. It's time to move. Yes, there are times in your life where you have to be patient and wait. No doubt about it. Even when you're doing the hard work, you still have to wait for the progress to actually show up. But I'm talking like, you know, you're doing things and you know you're supposed to be doing something different. So you're doing hard work, but either way, it's not really building the life that you kind of know deep down inside that, hey, this is my cup of tea right here, right? I guess, if you will. This is just not me. And so the thing is what I've come to realize about purpose. Purpose is that we all have our certain purposes, like as a group, right? Like us men, our purposes as men, right, is to be strong, to be stoic, to work hard even when we don't feel like it, to motivate each other, lift each other up, help each other, you know, take care of the women and children of this world, like stuff like that, right? Like serve God, right? Stuff like that. Like we as men all have our purposes as men, but then we also have our individual purposes, as like, what's the kind of work that we need to be doing? What's the kind of, like, what am I supposed to be doing here while I'm on this earth? And the thing about that is that no one can tell you that. You can listen to videos of people, oh, you know, your purpose is actually to go, I don't know, build an online business, or your purpose is to go be a teacher, or your purpose is to go into the trades. It's like, no. Your purpose is to go in the army. No one can tell you your individual unique purposes, because I truly believe we all have more than one purpose. Like, you know, we have different seasons of our life, right? And each season serves a purpose. So we all have different purposes. But the thing is that no one can tell you what is your purpose. That's something that you got to answer for yourself. And I'm going to tell you what. You know the answer. You know it. You know deep down inside somewhere that you're supposed to be doing something, but you're not doing it for whatever reason. Maybe people have told you not to go do it. People say, oh no, it's too risky. Maybe you've told yourself it's just not possible. I'm not worthy of it. Maybe you're just scared to take that leap of faith, or scared to take that next step. Maybe it's another reason I haven't named. Whatever reason it is, there's a reason why you're not doing the thing you know you're supposed to be doing. And that's the thing about ourselves, right? Is that if there's one nice quote that I've heard, and it's hit me really hard recently, and so I've said it multiple times, is that we become down or depressed or sad or anxious or stressed or worried. For the most part, the reason that those feelings happen is because We're supposed to be doing something. We know deep down inside that we're supposed to be doing something, but we're just not doing it for whatever reason. And that's where we start to doubt ourselves, and that's where we start to become down on ourselves, and that's where we start to become anxious and stressed and start to dislike ourselves, because we know that we're supposed to be doing more or something different. We know that we have more potential, and we're just not carrying it out for whatever reason it may be, whatever the reason it might be. But the bottom line is that you know your purpose, or purpose is. You know that there's at least one thing, maybe multiple things that you're supposed to be doing in this season of your life. Maybe you don't know why, you know it deep down inside that you're supposed to be doing it, but you're just not. And I can't tell you that. Only you can answer that for yourself. And oh, Justin, what do you mean? I really don't know anything. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just lost, I'm stuck. All right, then you know what? Then you know what you're supposed to be doing is going out and finding whatever that thing may be. You don't know it, not because you're lost in life, but because you're distracted. Because, and I've been here too. I just thought I was lost in life. My life had no meaning. I was just meaningless. But you know what I come to realize is that I was just distracted by every other thing around me. Everything was distracting me, pulling my attention one way or another. And you know what happened? I completely lost focus and sight of the kind of man I'm supposed to be and become. And so I thought to myself, either that I'm lost or I have no meaning or purpose, when in reality, that's not true. The only thing that was true is that I was so distracted from becoming the man I'm supposed to be and carrying out my purposes. I became so distracted that I completely lost sight of it, and therefore I believed that I did not have one. I did not have any purpose or meaning or whatever, but I always did. I just never actually looked at it because I was so distracted. So you know what? You know, whether you're in the position of being lost or stuck or not feeling like you're worthy of anything, you are. You got to undistract yourself. Got to stop putting your attention on the distractions and start putting your attention elsewhere. What are your passions? What do you love to do? You have those loves and passions for a reason. Everyone's passions are different for a reason, because we're all made uniquely and individually. And we have those passions. We don't really know why. Maybe it's something that we built up throughout childhood, or maybe it's just something that we were born with, whatever. We have gifts, we have talents, we have passions, we have loves. We need to use all that to carry out the purposes and the missions that we need to carry out as men. Because I'll tell you what, man, whatever your purpose may be, I guarantee it's going to combine passion with skill and just pure love. Meaning that you might be good at something, but you might not love it. Doesn't mean it's your purpose. Because even though you're good at it, doesn't mean it's your purpose. If you don't love it, what good is it? You might love something, but you might be so bad at it to where you practice it all the time, day after day after day. You put so much time and energy and effort. And I don't mean you just try it once or twice and you're just not good. No. I mean, like, you put so much time and effort into it, no matter what you try, you just can't become good. Whatever. Okay, maybe that's not your purpose. Maybe it's just like a good little hobby to have. But I'm telling you, whatever your purpose is, I'm willing to bet you it's going to combine passion with skill. You might not be the best at it at first. You might not even be that good. But over time of practicing it more and more and more, you're going to naturally become better. And you're going to want to practice more because you naturally love it. All right, so again, I cannot tell you what your purpose is, but I'm willing to bet deep down inside that you know, or at least have an idea. Because you love it. Either you're good at it or you're not good at it, but you're willing to do whatever it takes to become good because you love it so much. Like that's the thing, is that we have our passions and love for a reason. Don't let people tell you that your passion is just a hobby. It might be for now. You might have to go do some work, bring in some income for now, but make your passion your life's mission. Make it your full-time work. Make it like your everyday, I guess, thing, your everyday gig, whatever you want to call it. Just make it into something greater than people tell you that you can. That's the bottom line. And it's not just like what you love, because there's a lot of things that I love. Heck, I love marine biology, and I was thinking about becoming one at first, but I came to realize that even though I love it and I still love the idea of it, it's just I don't feel it. Whatever your purpose is, I'm telling you, you're going to love it. You're going to want to do it all the time, even if you're not great at it, and you're going to feel it deep down inside. You're going to feel something always pulling you toward that way, even when you try to go against it, or when you try to, you try to say, oh, no, it's nothing, it doesn't mean anything. You're right, you try to go against it, you try to, tell yourself, no, it's not it, but no matter what you do, no matter how much you try to hide from it or go away from it, run away, you're going to feel a pull toward it. I'm willing to bet you. Again, I can't tell you what your purpose or mission is here, or at least one of them. I can't tell you that, but what I can tell you is that I'm willing to bet that whatever it is, you're going to have a passion for it, and you're just going to feel it inside of you. Like, no matter what day it is, no matter what time, you're going to feel it inside of you that, like, I need to do this. I don't even know why I need to do it. Yeah, I love it, but I don't really love it that much. But I still like it. I still think it's cool. And then before you know it, you learn to love it. You feel that pull inside of you. That's just it, man. That's just it. When you're just, you're happy with life, but like you're grateful to be alive type of happy, but like you're not really just feeling happy. Like you just feel it inside of you that you need to be doing something else. You need to go somewhere else. You need to try something else, whatever it may be. And you feel that pull day after day. I'm not just talking about one time, like you have a really bad day and you're like, oh, I need to run away. No, because I've had that too. I'm talking about constantly day after day, even when you have just an awesome, great, epic day. Wait till you have like one of the best days of your life, but yet you still feel that pull. You're going to know what I'm talking about, and I'm telling you, that's your sign. You want to ask God for a sign. That's a sign right there. And, it's one thing, again, to wait on God. Yeah, but it's another thing just to wait around when he's telling you to go somewhere. Like he's told you your answer. He's telling you right now, like that pull inside of you. That's, maybe it's probably him telling you, that you need to go somewhere else or try something else, whatever you feel that pull tugging you at, But I don't know. The concept of just waiting for everything just to get better. Sometimes you have to. Yes, sometimes time is the best healer of things, and sometimes, when you know that you're doing what you should be doing, and you just got to give it time, right? When you're working hard every single day, but you're seeing no results, and you're going after that thing that you need to go after. Yeah, there are some times where you got to wait. There are some times you're doing that hard work that you need to be doing. You're just not seeing the results. Keep working hard, keep going after it, and just as long as you're working every day, then yeah, wait for the results to show up, and they will one day. But sometimes waiting is not the best answer. Sometimes you just got to move. You got to move forward. You got to move on. You got to take that next step. You got to take that leap of faith, whatever it may be, right? Sometimes waiting isn't the best answer. And it's kind of up to you to determine for yourself, is there a step that I have to take? Is there a step I know deep down inside I have to take? Is there another move I know I have to make? Is there something that I know I need to do? Then don't wait around. Go do it. Go get at it right now. Go figure out how to make it happen, right? And then there's going to be some times that the times where you should wait is when you're doing everything that you possibly can, right? And the rest is out of your control, right? You're putting in that hard work day after day. The results are out of your control because you know that the results take time, right? You're putting in that hard work. You're putting in the blood, sweat, and tears. You tried giving your girlfriend a call when she's mad at you and she's not responding. You try texting her, hey, can we talk when you get a chance, right? The rest of it is out of your control. When you've come down to that where the rest is out of your control, that's the time to wait. That's the time to wait. When you've done what you can, and don't try to control things that you can't control, right? Just do everything that you can do, and then once you've done everything that you possibly can do, then you wait on the rest. But other than that, you feel that pull inside of you. You feel that tug. You feel that feeling deep down inside, like, I know I need to be doing something. I need to be doing this. I need to be doing that. Whether it's your life's mission, your life's purpose, or just the next step, to the top, the next stair up the ladder. Hey, whatever it is that deep down inside you need to be doing, don't ignore that feeling. Especially if you're having it all the time. If you're having it just one time, I had a bad day, I feel like I need to run away. No. That's not the answer. But I'm saying if you had that feeling all the time, constantly getting that, you tried everything and that feeling just doesn't go away because you haven't tried what the feeling's telling you to do, like, roll with it, man. Roll with it. Not emotional feeling. It's not an emotional. It's not I feel angry today, so I need to punch someone in the face. It's not I feel down in the dumps, so I need to go lay in my bed. No. Not those kind of emotional feelings. I'm talking about that deep down inside, in your soul, in your spirit feeling. Your purpose is whatever that feeling's telling you to go. Because unfortunately, no one can tell you your purpose for you. Not even your own parents who are like, oh, you're really good at this. You should go to college for this. Oh, you need to go in the trades if you want to be successful. Not even your parents, not even your closest loved ones, your most trustworthy best friends. No one can tell you your own purpose besides you. They can give you advice. You can take it. Absolutely. There's a lot of advice I've taken from my parents and friends that have led me to where I am today. And I'm grateful. But at the end of the day, no one's ever actually told me what my purpose is. That's something I got to figure out. That's something you got to figure out. And whatever that feeling deep down inside your soul, your spirit, it just doesn't go away. Don't ignore it. Do what it takes to go after it. Do what it takes to satisfy that feeling, whatever it takes. And You know, even if it takes months or years, whatever it may be, take the next steps, day after day, step by step, whatever it takes. You got that feeling deep in your spirit, in your soul for a reason, right? And then, of course, if you're satisfying the feeling on a daily basis by just putting in the hard work, doing what you know you need to be doing, but yet you're just not seeing the results of it, well, that's where patience comes in. Now it's out of your control. You're doing everything you can. Now you let the patience take over. Combine purpose with patience. Combine hard work and dedication and doing everything you can with kind of waiting on the results. Combine those two, do what you can, and then everything that's out of your control, let it be. Let God take care of that stuff. Just let it work itself out in that sense. But yet you do everything that you can, and you satisfy that feeling deep down inside your spirit, your soul. Do what you know that you need to do, no matter how scared you are, no matter what other people tell you. You just do that thing that you know you need to do, even if it requires a big leap of faith and it's something that seems totally crazy, whatever it may be. Whatever it may be, go fulfill that purpose. And don't let anyone tell you not to. Don't let any kind of feelings in your own mind, or don't let any thoughts of your own mind, don't let any of that hold you back. Go do what you need to do. That's the bottom line. Do what you need to do, and then once you've done everything you can, you just got to wait on the rest and continue working at it day after day, and don't quit or give up or whatever. That's what I got to say about purpose, patience, about just that feeling deep down inside that you're happy with life, you're grateful, but you just don't feel that happy. And there's a reason, because that feeling's telling you something deep down inside. That feeling's telling you something. Don't ignore it. Don't pretend like it's not there. It doesn't go away until you've satisfied it. And of course, as long as it's like good and it's righteous, it's not like some like weird thing or whatever, then yeah, hey, you're good. Anyway, enough rambling. I had to get that off my chest. Something that's recently hit me just a lot lately, and had to get that off my chest. So what we're going to be doing next, but not exactly next in the next 5 minutes. I'm talking about next of what you'll see today, because I got some work to do. I got some people to talk to. I got a good chunk of stuff I got to get done. And so, I got calories to get down. You already know it. So, right, if I'm trying to bulk up here, hey, I got to do what I need to do. But, yeah, anyway, the next thing we got is our workout. Today's back day. So that being said, well, I'll see you in a little bit for that, but you'll see me in about a couple seconds here.
Don't gotta worry for the both of us. Put you in the driver's seat. Don't gotta hurry in the name of love.
Well, per usual, another great workout, and yeah, no complaints, man, no complaints, because I'll tell you what, these gym workouts have been hitting lately, and I'm here for it. You know, you go to the gym and you just give it your absolute all. Hey, you might have some days where you feel kind of sluggish, you had a long day, right? You had a long day at work, whatever. You might have some days where you get a bad sleep, whatever. It's like, just show up on your schedule. That's it. Show up on your schedule, push as hard as you can, but don't over push yourself, you know? Like, if you push as hard as you can, and yet it turns out that you didn't do as good as yesterday, or you're not doing as good as yesterday. Oh man, like I need to push harder because I'm not doing as good as yesterday, even though you're pushing as hard as you can. Hey, don't beat yourself up. It's like, don't expect too much of yourself, right? Expect as much as possible, but don't expect an unrealistic amount that isn't possible to achieve without hurting yourself or without beating yourself up or whatever, you know? Like, bottom line, no matter what day it is, just go and give it your all. And some days are just going to naturally turn out worse than others because you got a bad sleep, or you had a long day at work, or I don't know, you're just like really not feeling it. Some days are going to turn out worse than others. That's fine. Don't let that get you down. Don't let it take you down. Just every workout that you do, or actually everything that you do in life, just go in and give it your absolute all. Even if it's not the greatest day or the greatest workout, whatever. Still just give it your all, because in the end, that's what matters. And that's what's going to make all the difference. Now, that being said, time to leave off where we left off last time. And if I'm not mistaken, we left off at Luke 12:41. Peter asked, Lord, are you telling this parable to us or to everyone? The Lord answered, who then is faithful and wise, or then who then is the faithful and wise manager, whom the master puts in charge of his servants to give them their food allowance at the proper time? It will be good for that servant whom the master finds doing so when he returns. Truly I tell you, he will put him in charge of all his possessions. But suppose the servant says to himself, my master is taking a long time in coming, and he then begins to beat the other servants, both men and women, and to eat and drink and get drunk. The master of that servant will come on a day when he does not expect him, and at an hour when he is not aware of. He will cut him to pieces and assign him a place with the unbelievers. The servant who knows the master's will and does not get ready or does not do what the master wants will be beaten with many blows. But the one who does not know and does things deserving punishment will be beaten with few blows, because he did not know. From everyone who has been given much, much will be demanded, and from the one who has been entrusted with much, much more will be asked. I have come to bring fire on the earth, and how I wish it were already kindled. But I have a baptism to undergo, and what constraint I am until it is completed. Do you think I came to bring peace on earth? No, I tell you, but I came to bring division. Now, from now on, there will be five in one family divided against each other, 3 against 2 and 2 against 3. They will be divided, father against son and son against father, mother against daughter, daughter against mother, mother-in-law against daughter-in-law, daughter-in-law against mother-in-law. He said to the crowd, when you see a cloud rising in the west, immediately you say it's going to rain, and it does. And when the south wind blows, you say it's going to be hot, and it is. Hypocrites, you know how to interpret the appearance of the earth and the sky. How is it that you don't know how to interpret this present time? Why don't you judge for yourselves what is right, as you are going with your adversary to the magistrate. Try hard to be reconciled on the way, or your adversary may drag you off to the judge, and the judge turn you over to the officer, and the officer throw you into prison. I tell you, you will not get out until you have paid the last penny. And basically, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but what I'm getting out of what Jesus is saying there is that basically, just do what's right. If you know what's right, if you know what the right thing to do is, then just do it. No questions asked, whatever. Sure, you can have like questions, and you like, you know, we all have questions. We all like wonder why or whatnot, but if you know what's right, just do it. All right, just do it. That's the bottom line. Why? Because God says so. I'm about to hit you with that, you know, with that mom. You know. Remember growing up when, you know, like you would ask your mom like, oh, why can't I do this or why not? And she would just be like, oh, because I said so. Yeah, about to hit you with the because Jesus said so, right? And I will say for parents, it's kind of like I always hated that so much, bro, because I'm like, I just want to know why I can't do this. And now, of course, sometimes it was me just being smart, like, oh, why can't I? Out of hopes of like, I don't know, just them saying yes. But sometimes I was genuinely wondering, hey, why can't I do this or whatever? And it's just like, oh, because I said so. It's basically, you know, okay, those times I couldn't stand. But you know what? Got to hit you with the because Jesus said. Jesus hit us with the because I said so. You know, if you know what's right, if you know what's good for you, if you know what's good, you know, according to God's word, just do it. Oh, why? Because Jesus said so. That's why. And whatever Jesus says to do, it's good, it's right, it's the right thing to do, right? That reason's always going to make sense because Jesus said so, because it's the right thing to do, right? That's kind of what I was getting out of that, though, is just do the right thing. Otherwise, you're going to face the consequences later. We always got to remember that, especially when we're tempted in this world to do the wrong thing, because there's so many temptations, bro. No matter what happens, no matter if our families are divided, no matter if you're divided against your own friends, no matter if whatever, no matter what happens, just do the right thing, stand up for what's right. And that's what we got to do. That's what us men got to do. And I'll tell you what, that's how real men live. Men that aren't really men, they get scared of what people will think and say and do, so they'll do the wrong thing even if they know it's wrong, right? Whether it be like getting blackout drunk at a party or doing drugs or, you know, I guess sleeping with the wrong women, right? All because they don't want to be judged by other people. They're afraid what people are going to say, right? A man, he puts his foot down. He's like, hey, sleeping with these women, it's wrong. These are not the right women to sleep with. Getting blackout drunk, it's wrong, man. Especially when I have goals and dreams to focus on and I got work to do, right? Us men, we you know, that you want to be a man, you simply just got to do the right thing. Do what's good for you. Do what's good in general. Do the right thing. Be the person to help people out instead of the person, right? When the entire crowd is making fun of someone, making fun of the nerdy kid, you be the one to go over there and take his hand and be like, hey, you know, I got you, bro. Right? When all the bullies are picking on the small kid, you want to be the bigger man. You go over there and say like, hey, knock it off. This ain't cool, right? When everyone's just, you know, whatever, giving into addiction and whatever, sleeping with a bunch of women, right? You got to be the one, you got to be the outsider to be like, no, I ain't doing that. I'm not just going to use women for sex, and I'm not just going to get addicted for the heck of it. Whatever, you know, stuff like that, right? It's about doing the right thing, whether you feel like it or not, whether everyone else is doing it or not. It doesn't matter what everyone else is doing. It doesn't matter what the circumstances are today. Just do the right thing. That's the bottom line. That's not just a lesson of faith. That's just a lesson of life. And I'm telling you, when you do that, it's a lot harder, but it does you a lot better in the end as a man. And it makes you a stronger man, too, because you actually get to make decisions for yourself, put your own foot down, instead of just following the crowd. It's much easier to follow the crowd rather than to be the leader of your own life. But hey, us men are leaders, bro, and we gotta lead our own lives, right? Not by letting other people lead, not by letting other people tell us what to do and where to go, but by doing what we know is good and right for us, regardless of every other circumstance out there. Anyway, I could do a whole talk on that, but before I extend time too much here, I'm going to end this off. So, yep, that's it for today. And let's go become the great men we were born to be. And I will see you tomorrow, bro. Peace.